Hi again, welcome back to Modeliks. In this video you will learn how to add financing, liabilities, and equity in Modeliks. Click the Add Financing button. Next, select the financing type. It can be loan, line of credit, other liability, shareholders' equity or dividends. A loan is the money that companies borrow from banks or other financial institutions. Loans have to be paid back with interest and within a given period of time. A line of credit is a preset amount of money that a bank has agreed to lend you. You can draw from the line of credit when you need it, up to the maximum amount. You'll pay interest only on the amount you borrow, not the maximum amount. Other liability is any obligation that a company has and that is not classified as a loan, line of credit, accounts payable or taxes payable. Shareholder equity are money, or the value assets, that the owners invest in the company. A dividend is a share of the profits that a company pays out to its shareholders. First, enter name. Let's start with a simple bank loan. Select loan. Select the starting date, which should be the date when you plan to get the loan from the bank. Next up, enter the loan amount. From here, enter the loan term in months, meaning the number of months that you have to repay the loan. Enter the annual interest rate. Enter the number of months of grace period, in case you have a grace period, equal to a payment holiday, approved by your bank. In most cases, there will be no grace period, so let's keep this value at 0 for now. Select the payback frequency. You can choose between monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. If you plan to make any extra payments during the agreed term of the loan, in order to pay off the loan faster, you can add your extra payments here. In most cases, companies pay off the loans as per the agreed term of the loan. Click Next, and your loan calculation is already done. Back on the main screen, you have a direct overview of your financing items, and you can see here the balance that you owe to the bank every month and year and how it reduces as you keep paying off the loan. Next, let's add a line of credit. Click the Add Financing button again to get started, enter a name, for now just line of credit. Select line of credit financing type. Enter the annual interest rate that you have agreed with your bank. Next, you need to enter how much money you plan to withdraw from your line of credit and in which period. This is the money you actually borrow from the bank. Let's say you will borrow $10,000 in the first month, and thereafter $20,000 in the last month of the first year, and $30,000 in the second year. Click Next. Now, enter the amounts and timing when you plan to repay the banks for your line of credit. Let's assume you plan to pay back $20,000 in the third year and $30,000 in the fourth year. Click Save and Close, and your line of credit calculation is already done. You can see the balance that you owe to the bank every month and year and how it reduces as you keep paying off the line of credit. Let's add one more financing option here. Adding other liabilities works exactly the same as we saw when adding line of credit, so let's add shareholder equity funding next. Name it Equity Investment. Select shareholder equity from the options menu and click Next. Now, enter the value of the money you plan to invest in your business and in the periods you plan to invest them. Let's say we will invest $100,000 in the first month. Click Save and Close, and your calculation is done. You can see the total money you have invested in the equity of your business right there in shareholder equity, your $100,000 invested. Finally, let's look at dividends. Click Add Financing. Name it Dividends Paid. And select Dividends Financing Type. Click Next. On the input screen, enter the value of the dividends that you plan to pay to your shareholders. Let's assume you plan to pay $10,000 in year 3 and every year after that. Click Save and Close, and your dividend payments are calculated. And that's how you add your entire financing needs in Modeliks. Look out for warnings on negative cash flow throughout your reports. If that happens, you can come back to the financing section and adjust the way you plan to fund your business operations. The next section on your business planning journey is taxes.